So, welcome back to Mauritania. On my second day in this country, I left very early to catch a bus that goes directly to Suerat. However, people at the bus station were shouting at me for filming and even forced me to delete some footage. Therefore, I'm doing this voiceover now, showing you some sneaky clips I made along the way. This journey has been quite brutal as the bus was packed and of course, a flat tire also had to be. In Attard I had to change to an even more packed bus, where they just gave me a bucket with a small cushion as a seat, and of course, we had another flat tire in the middle of nowhere. I arrived in Suerat after 13 hours, destroyed but absolutely ready for my train journey. That said, welcome to Mauritania Part 2, the Iron Ore train. Welcome to Suerat, the mining town of Mauritania, and the town from where our train journey starts. I am now geared up. I have some groceries, some bread, some chips for the way, some cookies. Really, there was nothing better to find to eat on the train, but well, hope you can hear me because it's so loud. However, I'm now going back to the hotel, and the next stop is going to find a taxi who can bring me to the train or to the train tracks. However, I have no idea when the train actually leaves, so I hope anyone can help me out with that. So I finally found the taxi, and my driver is going to bring me to the train tracks. So I'm very excited right now. It's hot as hell, so I'm not too sure. I hope the train won't take too long, but I'm guessing I'm going to wait a couple of hours there. I hope there is some kind of shade or something, so I don't have to sit it out in the plain sun. But yeah, we will see. So let's go. So there goes my taxi driver. He just helped me to get this thing on my head. It feels actually quite good, and I feel like the sun is not gonna burn my face, or at least not that much. Not sure, but if it gets too warm I might be taking this off again. But yeah, here we are. Train tracks full of trash are right here. And so I'm gonna sit down here and wait for the train to arrive. That's just crazy. I can't wait actually for this finally to happen. Well, that's gonna be a hell of a ride. I mean, it is with almost 3 kilometers at some days. It is one of the longest trains in the world. It transports about 17,000 to 18,000 tons of iron ore every day. Really every single day. Well, that's what they told me at least. There is no exception at all. Every day leaves the train, and today is my day where I'm gonna take it. So, well, the guy, my taxi driver, first told me that the train is not going to leave until midnight. I didn't believe that. I told him to just bring me here anyways. And the good news is I found some people hiding there underneath the palms, and they have also stuff there and everything. They're waiting for the train as well, so that's a very good sign. Some locals waiting for the train. This means it should be in a minute. Well, in a minute, a couple of hours, I think. Because I actually don't believe that it's going to leave before 2. But yeah, they told me when the train arrives I should be very quickly to get on the train. But yeah, you can already see there are some wagons here already filled up. I don't think I'm not too sure if they are gonna attach these as well. The train itself has about 200 cars filled with iron ore. And yeah, I'm very excited. I actually tried not to be too excited until the train really arrives and I'm sure that I'm getting on it. But I'm finally here. I dreamed about this trip for a couple of years now, and now I'm finally making it. So yeah, now it's just wait and hope that it won't take too long. Maybe find some shade for me to wait the time. But yeah, let's go. So all of a sudden the train arrived. It is quite shorter than expected, so we have to walk further down. I'm helping these guys here. I'm carrying some water for them. But yeah, the journey is starting. So I'm really nervous to be honest. So we gotta go quick now to get on train on time. Oh, Jesus. I have no idea if I'm doing this right. What am I doing? Doesn't seem to be too bad. So the train is finally moving. Incredible. The only problem is in all the hurry, I just forgot to bring the mat I extra bought for this trip. So I'm gonna sit the whole trip out on my duffel bag, but that's fine. We're finally going. Wow, that's just crazy. It's surreal to finally be here on the train. And as you see, I'm not alone. Locals use this to transport their goods between the towns. So it is a vital link for the locals. And I mean, you can ride it completely for free. Although this one doesn't seem to really reach 2 kilometers. And not even 1. So I will not be experiencing, as it seems, the whole length of the train. Well, I don't know, maybe he stops and we will attach some other cars as well. But as for now, it's going to be a short train for this journey. I don't mind, actually. Just to be here, it's an adventure of itself. So I'm glad I finally made it. Now on my way to Nouadhibou. I think that's right, Nouadhibou. It's gonna take me about 20 hours, probably more. Let's see. So let's get cozy, or as cozy as possible. So as you can see, it's getting really dusty up here. After 20 hours, I'm gonna be a completely new person. So in the end, we did came to a stop. We waited about 1.5 hours and the whole train just attached to a lot of other cars. So now we have a really long train here. and we are still at the mines. I guess the mines are right there, probably behind this hill or mountain. Now let's go to Nouadhibou. Probably we're getting some other stops on the way as well. There is for sure one stop at Choum, but until then I think we have a lot of time. So we're picking up quite some speed now. As you can see, I'm using now my goggles as well to protect my eyes. That's the only reason why I brought the ski goggle into the desert. But well, I saw that other travelers do this as well, and I think it's quite a good idea. So if you're planning on doing this, bring some goggles or at least some lenses that cover your eyes at home. Welcome to the nighttime. We had a couple of stops, so we're taking quite a lot longer than expected, and I'm a little terrified, to be honest. It's quite creepy here, but well, we're gonna make this, and we're gonna survive this train. However, I think because it's taking longer, I don't have enough water, so I might have to ration my water now, which sucks, of course, but yeah. Can't do it any better. Oh, you can't even see me. Okay, well, I wish you could see the night sky right now, because the stars are incredible. At first I thought I wouldn't see the stars at all because it was very cloudy, but it is just beautiful out here. So at least for that it's all worth it. Now I'm trying to get some sleep. I'm not really sure if I can. I'm trying my best. And yeah, let's hope it will not take too long now to get to Nouadhibou. So good night, and see you tomorrow. I hope you can hear me. I think it's safe to say that I survived the night. However, this was very rough. In very harsh conditions, and it kind of got very cold as well. But yeah, I made it through the night. I figured it'd probably take another 5 hours or so to arrive in Nouadhibou, but I'm doing fine. I didn't sleep anything last night, but this doesn't matter. You don't really come on this train to sleep. So that's all right. Enjoying the sunset right now. So I think we are going to arrive soon. I could already see the coast somewhere. Where you can see it now. Well, there it is a bit actually. Or maybe I just see it. No, I see it clearly. That's the coast. Yes. So that's a good sign. We are going to arrive soon, I guess. Probably in 30 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, can't wait to actually get some water, because I only, that's all I have left now. I'm gonna drink that now, and I'm gonna be dry for the rest of the journey. We passed Nouadhibou long ago, and I don't know, the train doesn't stop. I think we're going like to the very end of the track. Not sure I'm gonna get back to Nouadhibou now. So now we came to a complete stop in the middle of nowhere. Attends. Let's get off the thing here. Wow, it's pretty hard to climb. Okay, let's go. Je peux t'aider? Bon là. Ouais. Okay. Okay. So I'm helping this guy out here. Il y a des taxis? Yeah? Okay. Well, at least there are some taxis. Yes. I'm carrying it on my head. Oh my god, I need some water. I need some water. And here I am. I arrived in my hotel. Literally just arrived because, as you can see, I'm still all dirty and look like. But yeah, essentially where we went with the train, the final stop was inside the port, where which is not public, so we are not allowed to be there. So as soon as they saw my camera, they were like, no filming. Well, it's how it is. So I couldn't film anything of that. They organized a taxi for me to come here directly, and here I am. So first things first, let's drink some water. I have to drink slower. I'm still very thirsty. I think I'm gonna chuck down another one of these. So I'm here in Nouakchott right now in my hostel. I wanted to tell you, or end this video better said, with a better explanation of that night on the train. Well, starting with why I didn't film any longer in Nouadhibou is because as soon as I arrived and after I drank some water, I had a lot of anxiety. So I am actually battling with a lot of anxiety since I moved back to Switzerland. I kind of got better, but with this experience, a very intense one, and it provoked something in me. So I was not in a very good state to film any further when I was in Nouadhibou. So I had to calm myself down. I came here to Nouakchott, and now I feel ready to tell you about this. So what happens on the train is, in the video you can't see it very well because I try to cool it down, to not get myself into a lot of panic. But I was very terrified, to be honest, and the main reason is because I was not well enough prepared. I did not bring enough water, and I am very mad at myself for that. I only figured it out when I already was on the train, when it was too late to get some water. But the peak moment was when we stopped in the middle of nowhere, and the lock detached and turned back in direction of Suerat, and left me and the other guys who were on the train as well, and left us alone there in the middle of nowhere in the night. It was very terrifying for me because at this moment I already knew the train was going very slow. I had no idea how much longer it would take to get to Nouadhibou, but I knew that I didn't have enough water. So the fact that we were left alone in the desert, I don't know why, I thought to myself, wow, what the hell? What if it's coming back the next day? I will spend the whole night there and then have to drive all the way to Nouadhibou without water. I was already on my last bottle, and this was kind of a huge problem for me, of course. And at this moment, when I was all alone there, I knew this was going to be a very intense ride and a very difficult one. So I tried to not get into panic and calm myself down and play it cool actually for the rest of the trip. But the reality is that inside of me I was not cool at all. The situation is, well, I don't know what the situation is actually, but the train stopped again. Actually, we returned quite a while as well, and locomotive, how you call it, detached actually, went on another track and departed backwards in direction to Suerat. And then I'm all alone. I don't have a lot of water. I'm already on my last bottle, so I kind of feel worried now because I have no idea what to do. Well, I did try to ask the other guys on the other wagons if they could at least sell me some of their water, but the language barrier was just too big. I tried with Google Translate, but I don't know if he didn't understand anyways or he just didn't care. I don't blame him at all. It is my fault if I didn't bring enough water. He is not responsible to help me out. But I really felt in this moment that I was all by myself and I had to deal with it somehow. Well, while I was waiting, I was picturing myself a lot of scenarios, what I should do, what should be my next step. Of course, leaving the train will not be an option. That would probably be suicide. But in any case, we were not very far from the next stop it will take in Chum. However, to walk there, it would still be very far. Like I would be walking all night long. So I decided to wait and until the train comes, takes us further to Chum, and then get off in Chum. Now what happened is the train did arrive about 3 to 4 hours. I'm not exactly sure because I tried to forget the time. Did arrive with a lot of other cars as well. So the train was very long now. He did attach back to us, and we finally took off again. But when I arrived in Chum, I just saw there was absolutely nothing. It was 2 in the morning and nothing was open. There was no light. The only thing you could hear were some goats in the distance. And I really didn't feel like I'm going at 2 a.m. knocking on doors there in a little town in the middle of nowhere. So I decided to stay on the train, even though I didn't have enough water with me. At this moment in the night, I actually also started to feel very dizzy. I think it was because of the dehydration. I am not sure what exactly are like the first signs of dehydration, but I kind of started to feel dizzy, and I got a really bad feeling in myself, and I was like, okay, this kind of doesn't feel safe at all. Besides of that, it's not safe at all to ride the iron ore train, but you get the idea. So anyways, there was nothing I could actually do, so I decided to just try to get some sleep. Of course I didn't sleep. It was a horrible night, but in the morning when the first sunlight hit me in the face, I kind of feel better. So in this moment we were still very far from Nouadhibou, but at this moment I felt like safe. to know that I'm going to make it without any health issues at all. So of course I kept filming and playing like it's all fun and stuff, and I would love to tell you that I'm the guy who can take such a trip and be all happy about it and it's like nothing for me. But the reality is that not bringing enough water on this train had a very deep impact on me, and I was having a hard time. Now after hours, in total 26 hours, instead of 18, 19, 20 hours that it should take, 26 hours on the train, we arrived in Nouadhibou, but we didn't arrive in Nouadhibou exactly. We arrived in the port where they load the iron ore on the I don't know, on the cargo ships there, I guess. We arrived in this zone and we were very far from Nouadhibou still. It took such a long time to actually get to Nouadhibou. So by the time I am in Nouadhibou, you could say I was traveling for about 27 to 28 hours. I got to the hotel, I checked in, I was all dirty and didn't feel any good at all. I got my bottle of water, and when I drank it, of course you could see it in the video, I was also having a hard time to drink water actually after so much time without water in the Sahara Desert with 40 degrees. So yeah, this is why after that I kind of had a breakdown, as you could say it like that, I guess. But well, that's in the end the story. I made my experience. I made a wrong decision to not bring enough water. That's on me, I know, but I survived. It's everything all right, and I still have like this experience of the train, and I'm very glad I did it. Anyways, if you plan to do this, please bring enough water. Bring twice of water what you think you would need for such a trip. So in the end now, just to tell you what's my plan for the rest of the year or for further videos coming. I am actually not living in Switzerland anymore. I am unemployed. I'm living temporarily in Barcelona, but I will be going to South America. I'm going back to South America, and I have actually some adventures planned there, also some hikes. So if you don't want to miss out, please consider subscribing. You'll be helping a lot this channel to grow. I know we are very small at the moment, but I really want to get this channel rolling again. And yeah, you can help me with that. After all, after 3 years working my ass off in Switzerland, where I didn't have any time to actually do the things I love, do videos, do photography, and these trips, these journeys of a lifetime, it kind of felt like salvation day to be finally here and making these off-grid adventures. So yeah, I hope you stick around, and I really hope I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.